quiet on the set. We're live. 3,
Absolutely.
2,
We are.
William. Arthur.
It's me
Arthur,
and William.
Arthur.
Yep. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Oh my gosh. It's a new year.
Oh.
2017.
William got new hooves for Christmas.
Do we have a show for you?
Oh, absolutely we do.
Feel
Hi.
that music.
Happy New Year. How are you?
Hey. I took a picture of the sunrise yesterday morning. It's the first sunrise of 2017. And the sun, is warm on everybody.
Oh, that's good. That's really, yeah.
Except for that it's 0 outside right now, and we've got 2 feet of snow on the ground. What the heck is that about?
Yeah, that's right. What, 20 below this past couple days in Montana? That's global warming.
No, and
for
it's
you.
going to go 30 below
30
the day after
below.
tomorrow.
Yeah. And you lost power last night, too, didn't you?
4 hours we were without power. Thank
my
God for wood
God.
stoves. And you know what? I think every man, woman, and child in America should have a wood stove in their house. I don't care where you live. If you lose your power and you have the wood stove, you're warm and cozy and nothing can touch you. So
That's
get a
as
wood
long
stove.
as long as all the woodchucks don't chuck your wood and you have enough wood to run your wood stove.
My woodchucks share. They take a bite of the wood and then they
Okay.
give the rest to me.
They take a bite of wood. Okay. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
I like the other one better. What was the one on the sea? Say it.
Susie sells seashells by the seashore.
Oh, you sound kind of sweet there, Arthur.
It took me a while to get it out there, but
I'm
toy
hoping
boat.
that you're not that sweet, but
Toy boat. Hey, come on. Even cactus are nice. So even cactus have
true.
blooms.
The little prickly that they do to you.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah.
Hey,
What?
I've got some new resolutions. How about you?
Yeah. I posted on Facebook yesterday. The most unusual thing happened to me. First thing in the morning, I went out to the kitchen to make myself some eggs and toast. So what happens? I pop the toast out of the toaster, grab the toast, and proceed to give myself a paper cut on the edge of the toast. And I said, that's one heck of a 2017. We're off to a roaring start. So I hope yours are a little better than mine started.
You cut yourself on toast.
On toast, yes. The edge of the toast, I actually
Only
got.
Arthur.
You can't even see it, but there's a little
I
paper
see
cut
it.
there.
Oh,
True blood.
my God.
God, that's the first time. I never thought eating breakfast was a contact sport. You're a big bad
you.
martial artist, right? And I get beat up by a piece of toast.
You got to remember, Mercury's retrograde right now. It's going to go direct January 8th.
Okay.
It's in the sign Capricorn, so it means watch your business.
Okay.
And it's a great time to rethink your business ideas. So, we've been talking about investments lately because the 2017 cycle is the cycle for investments. You want to ride this high tide of our economy because tides go up and down like a roller coaster. But 2017 is a high tide. So what I've done is I took this is a free ad for TD.
Ameritrade.
What's it called? Ameritrade.
Yeah, TD Ameritrade.
I never thought I would do that, but the moon's in Pisces right now, and Neptune's really activated and trying my Mercury, which makes me incredibly intuitive. So I'm going to invest.
All right, so TD Ameritrade now can send us all sorts of money so that for this free advertising that we're giving them.
Absolutely. And you know what? The cool thing about that is you can do it yourself. You can push the button right when the moon lines up with that particular planet that says sell now, and you will get an immediate return. It's so good for penny stocks.
Wow. Okay. Now, the key is what kind of stocks do we go for?
Well, you want to go for the, quick, all the keywords for it. I'm just kind of, but the fact is what I do is I use the moon when it lines up in my chart in a particular angle. I know it's my money angle, and at that moment I will press the button.
For the buy or the sell?
For the sell if I have something to sell, and for the buy if I have something to buy. So it is like penny stocks, that you may buy them for a nickel, and if they go up to 25, you've just made yourself $10,000. So I'm going to do this. I haven't done it in many, 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 many years.
I'm excited
for myself. I do it for everybody else, but
Yeah.
it's now my turn.
So now being the Taurus,
and
of
I'll
the
share my
show-
money. I'll share if anybody needs some help. I'm glad to help them.
Oh boy, there we go. The phone's ringing off the wall right now.
No, that's my job. It is my job to be my brother's keeper, and that's what I'm going to do for 2017. What about you?
Ditto. I am definitely market focused this year, and we are
It's
trying
funner to give than to receive.
Oh
you
yeah.
know.
Well, that money's got all sorts of places with names on it to go. So I'll leave it at that. Some of them happen to
Yeah.
be banks, but well, you know.
Well,
That's okay.
kind of what goes around comes
Oh,
around.
don't
you
even
know.
get started on banking. God, we should talk.
But
we
you
should
know,
have a show on banking someday.
The regulations are going to change a lot, and I think that we're going to find that the banks are at least going to try a little bit harder to be
Yeah.
servants to their people, because people are going to move on to another bank because of the fact that these rules and regulations are going to be
Well,
backed
I'll
off
tell
a
you,
little.
Joni and I just last
in
week.
Trump's administration.
Yeah,
I heard
Yeah,
and it shows
Joni.
in the chart.
It does. Banking changes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Joni and I were doing this last week.
Progress
We
Moon and
actually-
Scorpio in America's chart.
Right, on three. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so Joni and I last week were actually talking about changing banks. Because you get this like kind of snotty attitude when you call up on the phone. And it's like, wait a minute, you guys are using our money. Okay, so it's not, a big corporation or a Fortune 500 where they've got billions of dollars in their bank and in loans and in CDs and treasury deposits and,
Go
loans
where the
and
love
bonds.
is.
Yeah, exactly. Go where the love is. And these guys come back and say, oh, well, you want your money? Well, you're going to have to.
Snobs.
Yeah, that's right. In fact, if you don't have enough money in your account, we're going to take $5 a month from your bank account. How do you feel about
Really?
that? And I'm thinking about this.
The least amount.
How dare you steal my money? How would you like it if I went into your wallet and every month said, this $5 is mine? So people wake up to this. This is actually what's going on. They're grabbing into your wallet and they're saying, this money is mine. I'm sorry you can't have it. Because
And if you argue
owe
with
us.
them.
Oh, yeah, if you argue, forget it. But sometimes you can get a nice person on the phone, and if you talk to them nice, they'll sometimes waive, monthly fees if you get burned on something. But I had one bank that I had worked with that was really good. But find a good one. Find a local bank, people that you can relate
Sure.
to.
If they take $30 of your money, that's like lunch and
God.
breakfast.
Yeah, it's a
Of
half.
course. And if
it's
they
almost
keep
a
doing
tank.
it over and over again, they've made a lot of money. So, of course, they're going to let one of them go.
Yeah, it's almost a tank of gas.
Go where the love is and don't go where the love isn't. If
There you
they're
go.
taking your money and they're not loving and kind to you, there's a lot of other banks. And you tell them that, hey, you're going to take this money out of my bank account and you're going to be mean to me, I'm going to that bank. And I guarantee they will change their tune.
All right, now here we go. Here's the Taurus thinking on investment. You ready for this? We know the teaching, the spiritual teaching about tithing, right? 10%. So you give 10% of your income to wherever you think God is working, and helping other people. You tithe that. It's in the Bible. It's in all sorts of different scriptures. They talk about, the widow's mite. If you can't afford 10%, give what you can. And then you give it back, and then it gets multiplied. Well, that's a spiritual law. It actually is a law. It's not just because some priest thought it up because their collection plate was empty. So it's actually good stuff. So what I'm
Speaking
thinking,
of a collection plate,
yeah,
I'm thinking like the Trek Upward radio show should have a donation button, because we're not getting paid for this.
no, we're
but
not.
We love it.
So we should put a fund me button on this thing. Send Gene and Arthur to the big time. All right. So what we need is we need a
Send
campaign.
us to the Trump Tower
That's
so
right.
that Donald Trump
Oh,
hires
that's
us
what
in
we
the
should
White
do.
House.
Get Gene and Arthur in the White House. That should be our motive. Make the White House great again. So that bring the spirituality to the White House. Get us in the White House. That's what would be good. I would love that. That would be a blast for the next 4 years.
We work for the fervor of George Washington.
That's right.
Remember his vision?
Yeah.
And if you haven't ever read his vision, go to the Library of Congress. It is available there. George Washington's vision. But it's also in a great book that I'm reading right now called Saint Germain on Alchemy. And that's why I'm talking about investments right now. But Saint Germain on Alchemy, what a great book. Have you ever read it? Have you heard of it?
Yes, I
Alchemy.
have. Yes, I have read part of that. In fact, he talks
Saint
about
Germain-
precipitation and how to precipitate things from the ethers.
He's like the master alchemist. I mean, he used to be called Comte de Saint Germain, and he would appear
We
in
got to
the
work on your
courts.
French.
Okay, you say it.
Comte de Saint Germain.
Oh, he's so good. I want to say it like that when I grow up.
No, you can't.
Saint Germain used to do these really cool things, though, back last century and the century before. He would like appear in the courts, like Marie Antoinette and all the different courts when they were having trouble. He would sit there and disguised as whoever, and everybody would think he was the whoever.
Yeah.
I mean,
And for
he
years,
he could turn light.
Yeah. He'd show up as a 40-year-old.
Atom cells and electrons.
He'd show up as a
Yeah.
40-year-old.
And
Every
he's
time.
like 5
What?
million years old.
5 million years old.
Well, you know.
Okay, what about the
old.
light? What was he doing with the light?
But I mean, he could walk through the veil of time and space.
Oh,
he
no
could
joke.
come, because that's kind of like walk through a wall.
He actually
And
did
appear-
paintings.
He put a table and 4 chairs out the window, and they were just floating by this apartment building. There's a story about him doing that. And he was sitting in them. I mean, the guy was amazing. He is amazing. He's still alive. And all you have to do is call him and say, hey, teach me how to be an alchemist, Saint Germain. Saint Germain, call him with sincerity. And I tell you what, he'll help you invest. And that's what I want to do this year is invest. So I'm reading this book on alchemy, and I'm reading all the books that are, directed toward how to bring prosperity and abundance into your life. Because you deserve it.
That's right. Saint Germain.
You deserve it. You were created that way. And originally you had everything you ever needed, and the bad guys took it away from you. The fallen ones, like the banking systems.
Well, now it's time for us to get it back. That's all there is to it.
The
It's
way
time
to
for
get it
us
back is through joy and love.
That's right.
That's where you start. It's the energy that you emanate. So when you emanate that energy, you can actually change the molecular structure of the physical world that you're caught in and trapped in. You can get out of the box because you can walk right through the wall of the box.
And sound will do
Because of
that
the
too.
energy.
Yep.
Yeah, sound too.
Sound will do
Yeah,
that.
but love is an amazing frequency and vibration. And that is the first law of alchemy, is you have to love it.
Yes.
That's what Saint Germain said this in this book. I'm like, oh my God. And you think about what energy looks like, what it feels like, what it does when you feel love and you're releasing it towards someone. I mean, it changes your whole continence. But you can actually get gold out of that. There's gold in that love.
Your golden M. Dar Hills too. Hey, we talked about this. You know what the state motto of Montana is?
Yeah, gold, something about gold.
Gold and silver. That's the state motto of Montana. So guess what? If you check the state mottos, you can get a clue as to the divine plan for each state. So you need to bring it down. Montana is destined to bring forth the abundance for the nation. Gold and silver.
There was a company from Canada that came down and tried to get the mining rights to dig across the street where my beautiful mountains are.
Over by Chico Hot Springs, right?
Yeah, like direct eye contact from my house. They wanted to dig and get the gold out of there, but we shut them down. I mean, everybody was up in arms because the beauty here is so magnificent. And if you look at my Facebook at Jean Hart, Hart, you can see some of those pictures of the beauty. Because I'm with my camera every morning out Studio 5600 shooting.
Yeah, that's always been an area that's kind of been open. There were actually old gold mines back there years and years and years ago. In fact, you can there's a placard that's on Highway 89 just north of there. Have you ever stopped to see that Emigrant Gulch placard there? And
I don't want to act like a tourist. I'm a
Come
resident.
on, this is local stuff. You got to learn. You got to learn your local stuff. Anyway,
here's what we did. We took the Geiger counter up there where they were gonna, mine.
Did you find anything?
My next door neighbor has this really expensive Geiger counter.
Yeah.
Or Geiger. What is that? What they're called?
Metal
you kinda
detector. You're talking a metal detector?
Yeah, gold
okay.
detector.
Did you find
we were
anything?
up there.
Did you find anything?
We took our pans up there. We found some in the pan. We pans for some gold in some of the creeks that come down the thing, and then we were gone. No. But, we didn't go high enough. It was just the first time out. We're going to do this again and again and again.
Oh, I want to go out there with you. Joni and I will go.
It's so gorgeous.
Panning for
oh
gold.
My gosh.
We actually went to Crater of Diamonds State Park in Arkansas a couple times. And you can actually dig for diamonds there. And in fact, they have found a flawless diamond there. People find stuff all the time. We found a yellow, we found some other kind of mineral there. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing because we know there's a lot of, you can feel the gold because gold radiates. You can feel it coming out of those mountains. And it's like going to the doctor when a doctor gives you a clean bill of health. You think you'll never be sick again, because he said so. It's the same with those hills. It's like there's gold in those hills, and you go there and you kill yourself trying to find them. But
and gold grows. Gold will actually
gold
grow.
Grows.
Yeah, it does. It will actually grow and
It's
precipitate.
precipitated sunlight.
Yes, it is. And it carries a vibration and a frequency, and that was removed from our currency. And as a result, our currency now is paper, so it doesn't carry the frequency or vibration of the light that it used to.
That's why the economy goes up and down and up and down. But you know what?
They're controlling it.
President Trump, don't you think he'll bring back the gold standard right
I
away?
sure hope so, because that's what the economy needs to support it. But see,
I have to go look into that. Well, he's got a gold temple. I mean, his Trump Tower is golden. Every one of his buildings is golden, made out of gold. So he must have some ties to gold.
Yeah, the thing about gold, though, is it helps balance the emotions. There are people that have never touched a piece of gold. And gold is, we've been told that gold is critical for the emotional balance of not only the economy, but the people that should be touching it and using it. And
wear an ounce over your heart. It'll feel so good. Oh my gosh. I know that's expensive. What is it, $1,100 right now an ounce?
I don't know. I'll check the extensive Trek Upward radio show.
Plus you have your spot fee too. So it
brought
makes
to you
it
by
a little
TD
more expensive.
Ameritrade. Oh, just kidding.
No, brought to you by astrologygenehart.com.
That's right, astrologygenehart.com.
And I have a new beautiful website that will be up and running here shortly called GeneHartAstrology.com. Oh my God, you're going to love this website. A wonderful man by the name of Armando Duran did it for me. And this man is so talented, and he's got a website company. So when you look at this website, you might consider getting your website done by him. He's just gifted, tell you.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And I'll
to
give
see
you
it.
his information if you just text me, and I'll give you his information.
Okay, the current spot price, the gold spot price is $1,151. So, $1,100. So I've seen it go up, down. What?
And then you have to pay the fee.
Yeah, but you can also, if anybody wants to do any kind of gold, you can do it without spending a fortune, because you can get, for example, a tenth of an ounce, or you can get, that's an ounce of gold. 1551 or 1151 right now is an ounce of gold, but you can get a quarter of an ounce. You could get a tenth of an ounce, and a tenth of an ounce is the size of a dime. So if you stick with the American currencies, you have something called double eagles, and they will be the size of a dime, tenth of an ounce, and those would be about $200. Now they're a little higher than a standard spot price that you would get for an ounce of gold, but go ahead and do that. Put some money aside. We should do a couple percentage of your annual income and put it towards gold.
I have read that in the realm of the law of the tithe, that there's something that goes along with that you should buy a piece of gold for yourself once a month. That it should be part of your tithing process. You should put 10% of your money into gold, precipitated sunlight. Because not only does it not only precipitated sunshine, and sunshine is what we all should see in each other. We should see the sunrise in each other all the time. That should be your 2017 motto, to look at the sunrise in each other. But it also opens the door for you to magnetize more abundance to you. Gold is a magnet, and you are a walking, talking antenna. You wear it on your body, it's going to magnetize something to you. And I'm not just talking little gold. I mean, get a big ounce one if you can afford it. And would somebody out there buy me one?
Sure. I'll take, free shots anywhere. Yep. Gold. And
was that a sure you'd buy me one, or that's a buy me one?
Hey, well, let's get these investments cranking, and we're in the money.
You bet. And that's where it starts, is your attitude. Attitude. Did you know that gratitude means attitude?
Great.
Gratitude means great attitude.
Great attitude.
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
So be grateful. Open your heart. Say thank you for every burden that you have and every amazing, wonderful thing that's happening. Gratitude.
Hey, what else is going on? I mean, what else is going on this year? I mean, do you got any resolutions or Any other things you see in the? Well, I mean, we talked about the markets here, but anything else going on? Got any other goodies?
You want the good ones or the bad ones?
Oh, there's bad stuff? Uh-oh.
Well, bad stuff is based on free will choice. In other words, people can do the bad stuff.
Okay.
But also, as energy comes down the pipeline, it comes through your inspired body, then it hits your mental body, then your emotional body, then your physical body. So you can actually roll back negative energy by your calls, your prayers to your angels, whoever they may be. Call to them to stop it, mitigate it. Because, we are facing terrorism. We are facing especially lone wolf terrorism because Uranus is in Aries, and now it's in the 20-degree decan. And I believe we talked about this in a previous show. Didn't we?
Yeah.
But the 20-degree decan puts a Sagittarius flavor on it. That means that there's going to be foreign trouble. So that means the lone wolves are foreigners. And, I heard that we have so far let in how many thousands of refugees? Oh, God, the number was huge. They put 1,500 of them in Nebraska just last week. But out of the huge hundreds of thousands of refugees that are now in America and surging across the border, some of those are terrorists. And I tell you because I see it in the astrology. Now, astrology is for one reason and one reason only, so that you can know about it and do something about it to roll it back. The same as prophecy. You see it coming and you go to Archangel Michael and say, help! Help me, help me, help me. Roll back these immigrants who don't belong here, who are ISIS or extremists or lone wolves. Archangel Michael, help us in America to be safe from those people who do not belong here. They don't belong here. That's why they weren't born here. You're born where you belong.
Oh, I agree with this thing. So we got to take some of this into our own hands, and by our own hands, you have to make the prayers, calling to Archangel Michael, doing all your other prayer work for protection.
It's not that we don't love them. Gosh, I saw a PBS program about them last week, and I cried.
Yeah, wait a minute. Wait. I mean, let's put this in, you're talking to a guy that, kind of a martial artist kind of guy here. Let's put this in proper perspective. Do you want a guy burning down your building, shooting at you or whatever else, or do you want to love them just, oh, it's okay. He's just having a bad hair day. Protect yourself. Protect yourself.
I want to love them and protect myself. So I believe in safe havens. Yes. I believe that that's where they should be because they're not, gosh, they're going to come over here. Our culture is so wild and crazy right now. They're not going to even know what to do here. They're going to look around at us like, oh my God, where am I?
Some very weird things have been going on anyway. People being, pray. Please pray. Pray.
Pray for what? All right, you were about to tell us a scary story. So
no, I wasn't. No, scary stories. No scary.
You got to hear this PBS program, this piece. I know they were stirring up sympathetic type feelings from people as you watch it, but the fact is those people are feelings. And they took 4 particular individuals and showed what they went through from the point of leaving Syria or Afghanistan and what they ran into as they migrated their way to where they ended up. Most of them wanted to go to New England, and it was amazing how they got there. So it's an eye-opener, but the thing is also, I believe President Trump when he says, you got to vet them, because some of them really don't want to be here, and those that don't want to be here shouldn't be here.
Not only do they not want to be here, they would rather take us down with them. They're jealous. There's a lot of people out there that are jealous and hateful.
No, they don't want to be here. So we brought them here. So we become the enemy, if you know what I mean.
Well, like I said, we should have given free tickets to all those that didn't want to stay here as a result of what happened at the elections.
Haven't they left yet?
No, they haven't left yet.
I thought they all were going to leave,
they're still here. Yeah, that's what they said. No.
Hey, we got an airplane called I'm Leaving America when Trump gets elected for president. And on that airline, that's the name of the airline, they serve peanuts.
Peanuts?
And they'll take you anywhere you want to go. And all you have to do is tell them where you want to go, if you want to go to Europe. And they'll just open up the bottom of the plane and give you a parachute. You can land wherever you want to land.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, they should. I mean, if you don't want to be here and you have a problem with it, leave. Simple as that. Just leave. Yeah, that's one thing about this country. You have free will choice. So make your free will choice. If you don't like it, to leave.
Yeah, you're spoiled brats is what you are.
That's right. God,
and you'll get to over there and you'll realize that America is an amazing grace, such an amazing grace. And Saint Germain was behind it all. Saint Germain is my hero. He's actually the Jesus Christ in this cycle. You know, you've heard of the age of Aquarius. You know, Jesus was the master of the Piscean age, and these ages are every 2,000 years or so. Now we're in the age of Aquarius. Saint Germain is the master of the age of Aquarius. And Google his name, you know, or go to tsl.org and check out who he is, or, you know, different organizations. I think he's like in the Theosophical, the Rosicrucian, a lot of organizations, known or unknown, Masons. Talk about him. I mean, he's an amazing character. He's everybody knows him.
Yeah.
So you want to find out who he is, and then I think he's also the one. Is he the one that actually created Violet Flame?
Who? Saint Germain?
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
he didn't create it because
he just brought it to us.
He brought our awareness to it and made it possible for us to do it, just like Jesus brought us the understanding of the ascension. You know, Saint Germain has brought us the understanding of the transmutation of negative karma through the use of the violet flame. But the violet flame is the aspect of the Holy Spirit. It's violet in color and purple in color, and takes on different, coloring depending on how it's qualified. So,
but the highest frequency of light.
Yeah, violet flame's always been around. It's just that we weren't aware of it, and we didn't have access to it consciously.
Well, here's how you can consciously be aware of it.
Thanks to Saint Germain, we now do.
Look at the sun. For a nanny of a second and close your eyes, you'll see violet. But it is the highest frequency of light on the physical. They use it for laser technology, laser surgery now, and that's a painless surgery. Violet flame is painless in cleaning up your aura. You have an electromagnetic aura around you. It's, that presence that you see when you see someone, you go, oh, got their number.
Yep.
But you haven't really looked at the person. You've only seen the vibration.
And the way
that aura can be washed clean in violet flame light frequencies.
The vibration of violet flame is so high that when it contacts the vibration of something of lesser value, it will raise the value of that other one, its vibration and frequency higher, and it will match it. So, like for example, dark, bad thoughts, things like that, they are slower vibrations and frequencies. So when the violet flame, which is high, fast frequency vibration, contacts it, it changes it or transmutes it and lifts it up into a new frequency. Yeah. And that's where the word transmutation. Yeah, transmutation. Changes all those
I am
energy.
a being of violet fire. I am that purity God desires.
Yep. Exactly.
You say that over and over again and then start skipping down the road. You will be laughing so hard by the end of the road, you'll be amazed.
Well, this is great. I mean, this is what we need for the new year. And one last thing before William and I are going. But one last thing before we head out the door. One thing I wanted to tell you. I came to an epiphany this year on my New Year's resolution. So I'm standing there and I'm saying, this year I have to lose weight. And I'm talking about a lot of weight. All right? A lot of weight.
Everybody makes that one.
Wait. Yes. But here's where everybody's going wrong. I had an epiphany. What does the word lose? We know that everything, hinges on every word that we speak. So what does the word lose mean? Tell me what the word lose means.
Ooh,
the word
losing weight.
No, the word lose means that you're losing something, and the understood is that is of value. So, for example, you'd say, I lost my watch. Well, that's a value. You want to get it back. So you're not losing the weight. The weight is not something that you want to put value in to get back again. It has an underlying assumption that it has value and you want it back. And the answer is no, we don't. So I am not losing weight anymore. I am dropping it. I am giving it up. I am pushing it away. It is going. I am not losing weight. I am dropping it and getting rid of it because I don't want it back. Okay? Yeah, think about that. So you lose a ring, you want it back, right? You lose anything else, it considers it of value and you want it returned. Not the weight. No, man, this boy is not going to lose weight. He's dropping it and out the door. Here we go. Just like me and William.
I might try it. I'll give that a try.
Yeah, try a different word for it. Try a different
I
word
just
for
about,
it. Hey, what do you want from a Mercury and Taurus? I mean, this is what you get.
You think you're from Mercury?
I definitely have a connection to Mercury. What, 0 degrees?
Me
Mercury?
too. I'm from Mercury. Did you see that picture of Mercury I put on
Hey, I
Facebook?
grew up in the Northeast. I talk really fast, and that people that talk really fast can definitely come from the New York area. But
Well, I can talk faster than you any old day. I can talk as fast as you can talk, and
I
even faster.
have heard you do that.
And I can think really fast too on my feet.
That is true. Okay.
Hey! Did you see that planet of Mercury that I put on my Facebook?
You sure it wasn't Venus?
Oh, somebody wrote that. Said, "Oh, this looks like Venus is so pretty." No, I absolutely swear it is Mercury. I'm very
gorgeous.
good at what I do.
I'm teasing you, Gene. You know that.
But somebody else wrote, "Wow, look at all those airline lines." I thought that was pretty cool. You gotta go look at this,
chemtrails,
people.
right? There's chemtrails on Mercury.
No. They're just it looked like lines. When you're following different aircraft to see where they're going around Earth.
Oh,
you see all these lines. Well, there's all these lines on Mercury, and somebody made a comment about it. I thought that was funny.
Well, we got to get out of here, Gene.
Okay, Happy New Year, everyone. May it be the best year that you've ever had. And you know what? It's your attitude that will make it the best year. You have to do it. It's up to you.
Absolutely.
Don't laugh. It's true.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
Be happy.
Happy New Year,
that?
everybody. William and I are out of here. Yes.
AstrologyGeneHart.com. 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 And text me 406-599-3934. Let's see what the stars have for you for 2017. Big year.
You glad you got that out?
I need to get it out more.
Okay. Later. Bye.
Bye.
Let Jean do an astrology consultation for you, your family, or your friends. Go to astrologygeneheart.com or give her a call or text her at 1-406-599-3934. There are powerful spiritual tools available to help you deal with planetary and personal challenges, and these can be found at prophecyisgiven.com. And be sure to visit our website at thetrekupwardradioshow.com or stop by on Facebook at www.facebook.com/trekupward, and be sure to hit like on our page, or visit YouTube and search for the Trek Upward Radio Show. Be sure to subscribe so you do not miss another episode of the Trek Upward Radio Show. The Trek Upward Radio Show is a studio at 5,600 feet production.